Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the session. So, in our last session, what we have done, can anyone tell me what we have done in the previous session? Anyone remembers what we have done in the previous session? Recursion tree method, and we have seen, I guess, two uh, methods, right? Two cases we have seen. Okay, so we are going to cover the last topic, that is last case of the recurrence tree method, and then we are going to solve the two examples. Okay, so let me share my screen and then we will move ahead. Okay, so in a previous session, I guess we have started with the method. So what are the formulas? Step one, you have to find the cost of each level. Step two, depth of the tree, and step three, find the number of leaves at the last level. Total three cases will be there. Cost of root node is maximum. Case two, cost of leaf node is maximum, which is already solved. Right, only case number three is pending. Cost of each level is the same, and this case three is most important for your university exam. Okay, so recurrence equation will be in the form of a t n by b f of n, where a is the number of subproblem, n by b is the size of its subproblem, and f of n is your root function. And here, from this root function, we are going to start this recursion tree method, and we will divide it into number of subproblem, and size of its subproblem will be the same, right? So I guess these two examples we have already done. So let us go for the next case number three. Okay, so let me take one example of case 3. Okay, so case 3, where cost of each level is the same. Okay, so let us take one example. Recurrence equation will be given. See, in exam, they will give you the recurrence equation, as well as they will tell you the what we can say, they will give you the recurrence equation, and they will tell you which method you have to apply. Okay, based on that you have to calculate it. And if no one has specified any method, then you can use any of the method, you can go for any method, right? So here root function is n, so we are going to start with n. So cost of root node is n, and number of subproblem is 2. So here we are going to divide this problem into two parts, and size of its subproblem is what? N by 2 and n by 2, right? Now again, this is divided into two parts. 1 by 2 you have to take common, c into n. In place of n you will put n by 2. So c by 2, n by 2. Again it is divided into two parts. Cn by 2, 1 by 2, or c by 2, n by 2. If you solve it, okay, if you simplify it, then it will become cn by 4, cn by 4, cn by 4, and cn by 4, right? And we will keep doing this until you reach to the 1, right? And at this level we have to find the cost. Now let us find out the total cost, or simply a cost of each level. Okay, so let us find out the cost at this level, level 0. Cost is what? Cn. At level 1, what will be the cost? Cn by 2 plus Cn by 2, which is equals to what? 2 Cn by 2. So 2 Cn by 2, 2 2 cancels. So the cost is what? Cn. Here at this level 2, you will add all these 4 Cn. Now you can see at each level cost is same. So you can assume that last level also cost will be the same only, Cn, right? Because here the cost of each level is we are getting the same cost only. So we can assume that the last level is also having the cost Cn. Now, how we have to find out how to do the process. So next we have to find out the cost. So next thing you have to find is the depth of tree. So here we are going to consider number of size of sub problem. So n by 2 raised to I equals to 1. So 2 raised to I will come here. Apply log on both the side. Okay. So if you solve it, I will come here, log 2 base 2, which is equals to 1. So I is equals to what? Log 2n. Now, next thing you have to find out, that is level of tree. How many levels will be there? This is the new thing in this example, level of tree. So which is nothing but depth plus 1. So your depth is what? Log n plus 1. This will be the level of tree. Now to find out the total cost. How we will find the total cost? Now you can see total cost will be the same only order of n, right? So the total cost, to calculate the total cost, we are having some formula. Like you can calculate cost of each level into number of level. That much cost will be there. Cost of each level is what? Cn into level of number of level, that is log n plus 1. If you multiply this, then Cn log n plus Cn. Now you just consider C as a constant. So the time complexity of this will be what? N log n plus n. Which one is maximum? Out of these two terms, which one is maximum? Tell me. What do you think about this? Which one is maximum? N log n is maximum or n is maximum? Which one is maximum, everyone? Please tell me. Can anyone guess which one is maximum? Just give me the answer. Everyone. Janvi, Aziz, Chirag, Hinal, Shreya, Shivangi, Parth, Nancy, Vishnu. Everyone, just tell me. In this two term, n log n and n, which one is maximum? What do you think? Which one is maximum? N or n log n? Write down in the chat box. Yes, Rahul?
I'm n log n.
Okay, n log n. What about others? What do you think, everyone? What will be the answer? Okay, n log n. I want a response from all 42 students. Those who are present in the session, you have to respond me in a chat box. Otherwise, I will consider that you are not attending the session on. Okay, so that is correct answer. Order of n log n because n log n is the greater than n. So time complexity of this will be order of n log n. Now there is one assumption, or let's say, whenever I have solved so many example of this case 3, okay, if the cost of each level is the same, then the time complexity will always be order of n log n. Whatever the example you will take, the answer will always be order of n log n. Okay. So I guess this case number 3 is clear to everyone, and this method is also clear to everyone, right? So let me write down the rules for you. So I will write down all the rules here, and everyone has to note it down, and then after I'll ask you to solve 2 examples. Okay. So everyone has to note it down. First of all, let me write it down for you, and then after I'll give you some time to note it down. Okay. So here I will write down rules for recursion tree method. Okay. So for case 1 and case 2, because case 3 will have some different formula. So for case 1 and case 2, you have to follow these rules. So step 1 is find cost of each level. Step 2, find depth of tree. Step 3, find number of leaves. Okay. Now, how to find the cost of each level? Okay, so I will write down here. You have to consider. You have to find what? How you can find out cost of each level? Find in multiple of which number. See. For example, if it is increasing in terms of in multiple of 2, then you can write 2 raised to I into Cn. Okay, where I is what? Level, and value will be set from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, the next thing is you will find depth of tree. So for that you consider size of subproblem in recurrence equation. Okay, and division is stop at 1. And the last is what number of levels. Here you have to consider number of subproblem. Like if it is 4, if your number of subproblem is 4, then you have to write y, where I is a depth of tree. Okay, here in this terms I is the depth of tree. In a previous, in this step you will find the value of 5. This value you have to put it here, right? And now let us talk about case number 3. So how we will write down the case number 3? So step one here, find cost at each level. Just a second. Step two, you have to find depth of tree. Step three, you will find level of tree, which is equals to depth plus 1. And in the step 4, you will calculate total cost. You have to use this formula, cost of each level into number of leaves. Right? So these are the steps you have to note it down. So I'll give you 10-minute time to note down all the steps. Okay, and then after I'll give you some example to solve it. So everyone please note it down in your book. And once you've done it, then please tell me to scroll it down. Okay. Everyone please note it down. And then I'll give you one example. So based in this, you can solve the examples. Till here, everyone done with this? All of you are writing till this? Yes or no? Okay. So you just note down this. Once you're done, let me know, okay? Quickly. Everyone completed this? Tell me yes or no. Okay, fine. So I guess this is it. This is the notes. You have to take it out. Okay, so let me give you some examples to solve, and then you just tell me the answer. Okay. For example, n equals to 3tn by 3 plus n. Solve it. Okay, then after I'll give you some another example. I'll give you 10 minutes time to solve this example, and then you have to tell me the answer, which case you have applied and what will be the answer. Yes, in algorithm, we are going to take only log base 2. Okay, so tell me what answers you are having, everyone. What is the answer? Which case you have applied? Quickly tell me which case. Case number 3. Okay. Everyone is getting the same. Case number 3 or any other cases will be there. Okay, so I guess only 3 people is solving the example. So only 3 people is getting the attendance. If you are not going to give me any response, if you are not going to solve the examples and how you are supposed to get the attendance, everyone has to solve it. If you think that this is the easiest subject, then it is not. Okay, you have to pay attention, you have to solve the examples, then you are able to do it in a, or then you are able to perform good in exam. That is the correct answer. Shivanand and Anjali, order of n log n. Correct, Janvi. Everyone quickly solve this example and tell me the answer. All 54 students. Richa, Rahil, Prayag, Pranav, Krishna, Hardish, Dhrumil, Dev, Anushri, Yuvraj, Yojit. See, you just don't have to write order of n log n. You have to solve the example and then you can tell me the answer, okay? Next example, I'll write down in this here and I want a response from everyone, okay? I'm not going to tell whether it is a correct answer or not, but you have to solve it by yourself. So I will write down the example. T of n. This is the example. Okay, you have to solve it by yourself. Tell you one thing here. You just see, this is your root function. Okay, I'll give you the hint. Number of subproblem. This is the one subproblem. This is the another subproblem, right? But size of subproblem is a different for both of these subproblems. So what you have to do? You will divide it into two parts. One part is having this, another part is having this. Okay, again, you will divide this n by 3 to n by 3 like this. Okay, you have to divide on a left hand side you have to take n by 3, on a right hand side the size of the sub problem will be 2n by 3. Okay, and now rest of the logic you have to apply, you have to count which case you are going to apply here. Okay, so I'll give you again a 5-minute time only to do this, or you just do one thing within 5 minutes, quickly solve this example and tell me the answer. And I want a response from everyone. So everyone has to solve it, okay? Okay, so tell me what is the answer, everyone? Okay, so do one thing. Try to solve this example at your home, and in the next lecture, you have to tell me the answer. Okay. So let me wind up the session here. And today we have completed the recurrence tree method with all the cases, right? And in next lecture, we are going to start with the new methods. So thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this session.